Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Well, it's just so easy to isolate a single target, absolutely explode them. Even Graves can just shoot his ultimate over the top. There's like someone on EG is dying at the start of every fight as long as there's a semi-clean engage from G2 here.
Yep, and definitely not.
EG, with that ward not getting swept, do know that it's a top to bot clear. It looks like they're going to give this level 2 up.
Oh, very nice. Q there, that's big problems, Danny. Getting ignited. Vulcan with a good save, but it's not enough. Blackhead finds first blood.
There we go, G2 popping off again, right? Broken Blade already roaming down to mid lane, but EG have a little bit of a cover.
Yeah, Jojo is going to be the target. Does have to flash, does flash indeed. It is a hook back onto Vulcan though, but the sleep happens. Broken Blade not going to be able to get anything, and EG dodges that gank. Is 2v1 in the bottom side because Jankos is joining in, and Blackhead gets kill number 2.
All right, I think Danny thought that, yeah, nice little use of the wall there to get a little bit longer range, it looked like, for Targamas. Broken Blade, here's that
there's the Galio, and Impact is going to be trapped. The W actually stops the knockup, and Impact's going to keep on going, but Gwen is not immune enough. Impact is going to run back towards the enemy tower, and who's going to get the kill is the only thing left to decide, and the gold goes to Broken Blade.
Nicely done there by G2, coming in with the... AG's not getting tattooed. EG's not sacking the dragons. You're not going to be forced to get tattooed the soul point or anything like that, and you can go for these kind of split-up fights like this.
Okay, Caps can't come, but I don't think it's getting him out. Yanko should have enough, but indeed he will. And now Targamas is already here, Inspired and Vulcan far too late to this play.
Yep, if they had the right read on it, just a little too slow to get there. Jankos had the inside track. Targamas showed up around the same time as Inspired Vulcan, but by that point, Impact's already dead. That means that they get to take a couple plates off this turret, drop this Rift Herald, funnel some more gold into Broken Blade, and this is the concern as they actually go in.
All right, they're going to go for it. There's the combo. Vulcan finds 2 with the knockup up to the ulti. Jojo's moving on in. Broken Blade is low, and there is Inspired with the double kill. Onside, Danny at it again. Blackhead exhausted, but I don't think that's enough. He's so strong on the Kai'Sa with those 2 kills. Danny's going to get out, though.
Yeah, all right, so EG finally find an opportunity to answer back. A little bit of greed by G2 in the top lane, trying to get that Rift Hill charge off and not respecting the Jojo Pune roam, but Caps is going to answer on the bot side. Danny is trapped between a rock and a turret.
Yep, and a Galio, as Danny is just going to get 1v1. Yeah, Blackhead just takes it, doesn't even need the assistance. Caps holds the ulti. Danny goes down. So slots right in nicely as EG will eventually take this dragon, but to your point, this game has not been about stacking these dragons, and given the pace it's going with G2's lead, they have now about 3,000 gold, in fact more now as Broken Blade takes his turret in topside. I just don't think the dragons are going to be
stronger. There's also still the mid lane up, and I just love using Second Herald to break mid lane turret if I can. That is such an important part for map control.
3v3, Spider the Brush trying to set the trap. There's the ulti out of Ezio, but that's not enough damage on the Jankos, and Danny is getting 1v1. Inspired got 1, but he goes down on the other side, and Broken Blade has already finished off the Camille, and now Jojo has to contest with his Kai'Sa, but the sleep is just so they can run away. It's okay, he's also a non-player, so he's got it all.
He can do both.
Very well rounded.
Find you a top laner who can do both.
Well, G2 certainly have found that. Vulcan in the mid lane trying to get him to Blackhead, but that's a beautiful supercharger away. And now the kill is going to come. Blackhead finds it there as Vulcan going to go down.
And with that, they're going to have pressure in the mid lane. You have to assume Jankos might drop the Rift Herald here. It is going to get used to finalize this turret. See Caps in a little bit of a weird spot here.
Gallery's level 12. Everfrost is nice. Danny shifts into on Blackhead. Oh no! Whoa. Comes on in, scoops one up. TP's coming on through, and Broken Blade thought about the dive, holds it this time, but G2 find 2 and the mid tower as well as the Herald gets used.
Who's baiting who? Caps looks like he's out of position.
Oh, again, in fact, gonna get baited. It's just so easy. Blackhead, 6 kills, man, dominating in this game.
Absolutely running away with that level 1 first blood onto Danny. Has not slowed down since then. 6 kills. Blackhead is just playing clean up here. Caps keep baiting him in.
Still sleepy, but the damage just isn't there. They don't have the... Has now 2.5 items as well. Maybe even a third off the back of that gold. No, not quite there yet, but worth 700 bonus gold if we can kill the Kai'Sa. That's going to be the hard part, though, as G2 take this dragon.
Kraken Collector, someone might be looking at that. I think it's actually good here, given the relative squishiness on the enemy team. It's really only Inspired who can get kind of tanky. So the fact that your team has so much raw damage in it, you can very easily collect those kills with that item. So this is a great time for it, I think, given that you're going to be flying into the backline with other people trying to assassinate them. Definitely a defendable purchase as Broken Blade.
Little Loopsy.
My man.
In the EG jungle.
I was singing your praises.
Oh, that, you know, they play quickly, and like, the answer is they play quickly sometimes, but they're so good at setting up plays. This is an example. Cap's gonna come on in. Counter TP is gonna be a little too late. Impact trying to save the day, but it's not enough, and Jojo now just has to turn tail and run.
Yeah, a little bit slow on the TP there. Maybe
Can't extend too far, and G2 is gonna go ahead and swoop up this Infernal.
Yep, just commit as few resources as possible to it. Black and Yankos make quick warp of that one before going back to the lanes to push out.
Caps is just split pushing. Again, credit to G2's creativity around the Rift, and Caps is like, I'm not afraid of you. Maybe you should be afraid of Jojo as well, but the Everfrost is coming down. Impact's gonna try and make it happen. Good interrupt there on the Justice Punch. They will get the kill, but G2 are onto the Baron.
Yeah, G2 are on the Baron, but they don't have too much damage on it yet. This will get time for EG to get over there and collapse.
Took a lot. He's still eating damage to the Baron. The Ezreal ulti's almost there, but Inspired's in the mix. Now EG are gonna go back through. Inspired gets one. Inspired gets two. EG are gonna get the Baron as well. Are you kidding me?
G2 at the Baron, they throw back to EG.
Oh boy.
Caps wants to do the split push. It's very common that if multiple members collapse onto the the split pusher, you go and start the Baron, but they just don't have a tank without the Galio there. He's realistically the tankiest person on the team, so everyone's getting obliterated by the Baron, and Broken Blade is too chunked out. There's a really strong engage by EG. If you mess up, J4 Rakan can
1,500-ish between the two teams now. That is an absurd gold swing.
Yeah, when you see the goal graph at the end of the game, it's going to be a cliff.
Yes, it was a cliff. And unfortunately, G2 may have fallen off the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is an insane amount of pressure. EG are getting back. They're already on inhibitor turrets.
Impact pressuring. They're going to crack the mid-inhib here. G2 are going to have to find a fight, but
they're trading. They have Broken Blade in the top lane. Without him, their engage is so weak.
EG going for it though. Targums is going to get drafted up. They're not going to follow through. They'll take the tower instead. EG just going for it here. They've got the Baron. They're going to race Broken Blade. No, they're not. They're going back.
Going to use those empowered recalls. They're going to go match him now. Two inhibitors for one is a good trade, but then you make sure their desync recalls don't get caught here. And that does favor EG's team comp.
And, you know, we can see the gold numbers as G2 do indeed take away that dragon. EG decides they don't want to contest, but the players can't.
That's a very good point. If you ask players what was the goal lead at this point in the game, very often they're not quite sure. It's very much a feeling and a momentum-based thing. And so G2, if their experience can carry them here and go, no, we're actually still strong. We actually can still contest. We can stop this push in the top lane because, like I said, EG saying, screw it, we don't care about dragon. Let's get the third inhibitor.
Gwen just straight up sieging, though, with the W. EG going to take this tower. It's gone. Have to be careful, though. Don't want to push too far forward.
Broken Blade flanking.
Really good flank here from Broken Blade. EG now going to be forced into a 5v5. Broken Blade, what's the angle? They spot him just barely with the little blue trinket there. But EG want to stay. They've got so much pressure with these waves.
Yeah, but they still need to respect it.
Exactly.
It is this very scary flank. You can see them. No one actually able to get onto the inhibitor to hit it. Impact like this, wrapping around, starting to clear out this vision, so it's a little harder for Broken Blade to find an angle.
Again, Broken Blade now kind of on the front side of his team. Impact basically marking him here, making sure that Broken Blade can't find, you know, the Ezreal in particular. A sleep's going to happen. EG going to push forward. Targamas is very low, but now the re-engage happens. Caps in with the ulti. It's 5 jumping on through. Georgia's been trying to find him, but he can't get on the flank end. GA's going to proc, but Caps is in the mix. And Impact, he's actually found Targamas. They're going to find Caps as well. Vulcan sacrifice for the cause. And EG are going to take 3 inhibs.
Caps and Targamas down, 4 up for EG. Triple inhib down. Are they going to reset or try and end the game?
They're going for
EG, they're going for the game.
They are going to go for it here. 4v3. Danny lets the ulti rip. Broken Blade, no ult. G2, not much left in the tank, but Jojo getting shot. Blackhead is so strong if he can find the free time, but I don't know if he can find the space. Broken Blade going back in, but now dashes back out. Danny aggressively far forward. Yankos the target. Inspired going to get killed off, though. Blackhead finds the kill. That's going to delay it. EG have to leave.
Nicely played defense. Let them out.
Yep, the youth of EG are maybe in a spot of bother. Jojo doesn't get trolled by Banshees. They took that one out. EG is going to keep running. Danny's just going to fight. He has to try and kill Targamas. Here's the TP in from EG. They're going to try and protect the lads. Here comes Vulcan looking to support the team. He's going to give up his life, but Impact's here as well now. Impact now going to let him rip. He takes out Caps. They get another Broken Blade falls. EG, they find the counter play.
Who's baiting who? Pastry, slow it down a little bit here. I don't know the last time Danny reset. He probably has a ton of gold to actually spend. So go ahead, let your minions do the work, grab the free objective, set back up, because it would be nice if you could end the game before you're on soul point, but realistically, that is too big of a risk. They are open. EG are probably going to grab these before the dragon comes up. And then I don't know if they even leave the base. It just feels risky to even fall back to the dragon because that allows Jankos the potential to smite steal. We've seen him do that time and time again.
Don't let him near it.
Yeah.
Don't let him anywhere near the dragon pit if you can help it. Is EG going to look to take down this mid inhib? Should be able to get it here. The Baron cannons are going to have enough. There's a good sleep on the target, but they are going to go for it. No, they are. Vulcan dives in, but he whiffs completely. And now G2 are going to find the counterpunch. Danny is going to get jumped off an Impact. It's ripping through the rest of G2. Impact is trying to carry the team over the finish line. And Bucket's going to be the next target. They take him down. Inspired, though, now the only one left alive. And G2 are going to get an ace. I think, yeah, Broken Blade's got it. Inspired's dead. That's an ace for G2.
Battle of the top laners. Broken Blade comes out on top with the carry. Out of no away the soul as well. Infernal Soul in G2's back pocket. Broken Blade giveth and Broken Blade taketh.
And now Broken Blade's the one with the bounty. 7 kills. And the Infernal Soul for G.
Absolutely delete someone instantly. So even with the frozen heart of Danny, I don't think he'll be safe if Broken Blade's able to get on top of him cleanly with Caps. It's about who's got better hands right now.
EG trying to find the engage. They're going to go back in. Danny going to get jumped on Caps here as well. I think they interrupted it though, and Danny's kiting it out. But he can't do any more in EG. They have to fight through all the stasis. They have to fight through everything. And Jankos is going to rip Impact apart. Vulcan's got nothing. Jojo's got nothing. And G2, I think they've won the game. The fight goes their way as they get another ace.
It's an ace for G2. Broken Blade turning back in. He jumps onto Danny, and rather than kite, EG go onto the enemy backline. They go try and assassinate G2. G2 totally out team fight them there. 5-4-0 in their favor. They're pushing in bot lane. 40 seconds for Jojo, 30 for Danny. They should be able to end the game off that, but it is a very long push. That's what I was talking about with map state being in EG's favor, even with the one fight. G2 are going to have to get there, but they should have this one.
Yeah.
I said they were going to go 3-0 before. Maybe Caster cursed them a little bit, but this time it should actually be the end of the game. 10 seconds before anyone else comes up.
Yeah, 5v0, a pretty easy fight to win here for G2. It was very dicey after that Baron, but G2 hold on to their undefeated record as Vulcan will respawn to watch the Nexus fall. The vet on the stage, back on Gwen. Look at that counter pick. It's a spicy one. It was...
Throwing the hands.
Coppel's like, yeah, what up? It's Poppy.
Got Poopy in the top lane. Here we go. Not something that he has played.
Oh, he's definitely winning the burst straight, which makes sense. And now Corporal flashing in with the Q, but here's Vulcan on the wraparound. Denny ignited and low though, and Puma can't make his way in. No ulti right now for the Kai'Sa. And now they're going to flash in, and Vulcan wants to kill. 1v1, we'll call it first blood for Vulcan.
That was so...
Vulcan, Hex flash in, they're going to go for the play. Jojo with the charm just takes out Corporal in an instant. Whew.
That is just giving everything away though. After getting blown up, go down and flip to the bot side here. There's a lot of vision. Anyways, that's my point.
Nice.
Made it so not only can they get this pressure from the bot side to drop this turret, but they also inspired that angle to get the gank onto mid lane to force that flash. Then he moves back down to the river. Bot side drops his herald.
TP's burnt here to maybe get back to mid lane. See if they can't shot them out. Impact wanted to make a play. Inspired on the flank, looking good. Good ulti out of Vulcan. Corporal buffers away, but it's not enough. Akise is going to go down to Inspired.
Nice roam down from EG there, from what EG should be doing, to be fair. We talked about 1, Order's team fight being very scary. 2, Dragon stacking not in your favor, not really going to accelerate your game plan currently. 3, there's an objective up in the top side. Go ahead, take this Rift Hero while also grabbing the top.
And they're like, both. It's like, cool. The Vulcan here looking for the ulti, does miss on the Kiss there, but Order going to go back through. Rift Herald here going to make a problem, but that is a kill onto Vulcan. Can't really get out as Leona, so Order take their one, but is there more? Kiss popping the ulti, looking for Danny. Top side, but does want to stick around here. There is a Dragon up, and I think EG are figuring they might want to contest here, stop the bleeding at Dragon number 3 for Order, but Order are going in. Impact there on the side, but again, the Poppy W looking pretty good, but Impact all the way around. Corporal the target. Corporal will fall. Call the 5v4 now as Biopanther kicks one out.
Not want to sack though, when they had the advantage yet again of vision from having control of this game. The face check comes through. Corporal, unfortunately, has that responsibility to walk in there first.
Yep.
Gets popped.
Easy pickings there. I mean, again, Nautilus is one of those things, kind of like Alistar with no ulti, right? It's so easy to get a pick.
I always say, Nautilus is a feeder champ.
And Kisei maybe on the menu here is going to be a lot of damage. Don't Impact with the last snip is going to get it. Jojo trying to extend the play. Wonderful dodge there for Kevin.
Off that play and said Biopanther to work on the top side, but now Vulcan's got the inside track on him.
Ooh, what a stun. Glacial Ogma going to proc. Probably going to be stuck in the mud for a long time now. Biopanther going to have to find his way out, and he's going to try and tank as much as he can, but there's just not enough left as Impact's going to grab one, and Vulcan's not done yet. Corporal, good Q.
Baron buff setup. Getting a lot of the vision in the topside jungle here.
Kevy wants the Krugs, will get most of them, but he's going to have to ulti to get himself to safety. Dive is coming, wraparounds here from EG. Impact happy to start off the play. Corporal with a good Q that will interrupt them there. Pops the ulti onto Danny as well, but Danny keeps on moving forward, and Inspire gets another.
Nice attempt to defend there by Order. Corporal with a bit of an interruption on that play, but just too many men from EG, too much control over this game. The 4 men able to make that dive happen, grab this turret as well. And Impact has become the big threat very quickly in these last couple of minutes, grabbing a handful of these kills.
I mean, I think in both games, has looked excellent on the Gwen. Obviously not the same start, but still high impact once you got rolling. This time, he's the one with all the kills, worth all the extra gold.
Trying to fish for that one, just couldn't quite find anyone to pick off.
Ooh, nice hit for Corporal. Hex flashing in onto Vulcan we go. Inspired though, straight into enemy territory onto Puma. Forced to flash out though, to pop in the ulti. And now Impact's gonna dance back in. Corporal, it just feels bad, man, but he keeps getting picked on. Impact finds another for EG. Kevy should be able to finish this off. There is Impact in the area, but not going to be close enough. Kevy is going to keep pushing, but thinks better of it.
Impact does respect the fact as well that there's probably other members up in the top side. Though now he's hopping the wall and looking for this fight.
He's like, wait a second. He's
TP.
all one. Oh, nice TP. I love this from EG. Going to be a 2v2 here as Kisei's joined as well. But Jojo, plenty of mobility. Biopanther. What are you?
Back to space for Leona. Oh, here we go.
Back to French Canada's. We're back in. Impact is still chopping away at Biopanther. Jojo found the first angle as Vulcan comes back down to earth. And Biopanther actually finished off the 1v1.
All those Korea memes, you know, when you play Korean solo queue and they're like, your mom's Sky now, and they just see Leona as Danny's mom trying to protect him, and boom! Up she goes. Just rockets off camera.
This is the best part.
This is a good fight by Biopanther. You see some of the strength. Danny's trying to be like, where are you, dude? Are you coming back down? Woo! The Q's following. Trades are technically usually still good for you because you're getting shutdowns and things like that. Obviously, EG's still in a lot of control in this game. They're going to be able to grab this mid lane inner turret. But Order stopped. I wonder if that was a potential opportunity there. You know, Danny does have all the summoners and his ult up, so it very easily could end up in a situation if Vex like flashed in to try and follow up damage that you just get baited. So a little able to make a play happen.
Inspired a little ahead of his team, but the team's going to rejoin him now. Inspired's going to go for it. Knows that they can cut them off here. Daughter missing 2 right now as Impact is going for it, but Biopanther
the flank,
cutting them off nicely, and now EG are stuck in a potential pincer. Corporal and Kevy though still going in. Inspired finds Corporal again, the Nautilus. The first one to pick off, they can grab it, and Danny will collect that kill. Vulcan still going, finds Kisei with a slow off the augment, but nothing following up for EG as they start the dragon.
I thought for sure Kissy and Puma were going to want to go there. Hold on.
Kicks out 2, Vulcan goes in! Oh no, the teammates got kicked away, and Puma able to get the kill. Order still now can run the 5v4. Jojo's so far away. The dragon's loose, Kevy's got it. They're going to go back through. Danny low, but they're still fighting as Jojo dashes on in. Puma the target. Danny tries to make it happen, and Jojo collects the kill. Danny with the fancy flash off the back of the ult. He still dies to Bio at the end of it all, but EG are going to win that fight despite now, but we'll cut that because EG are on the Baron once again. Order just have to slowly get vision. They're going to commit a teleport as well.
Yeah, it's Kissy's TP. Here we go.
Yeah, EG, they're starting the fight again. It's Corporal loose to the front line. And EG turn back to Baron.
Yep, there's that bait. Now they'll have to see if Order can get one more contest here with Biopanther.
Oh no, they're not even gonna let him flip it. Kevy gonna get lipped on there, but Biopanther locking up a lot in the back line. The burst was decent. Killistal's the ulti, but Biopanther is eventually gonna die. Danny, Gale forces in, pops the ulti. He's gone absolutely wild as Kisei goes back into the ulti, but can't get a kill. It's Puma that collects Danny, but EG still stand tall with 4.
EG grabbing 3 of the members of Order, turning back on the Baron. Should be free now. Kevy still is around, does have Smite up. We'll see if they're gonna go for one more contest here. EG might have counter the chickens before they hatch. No teleport back in for Jojo. He should be the one on zoning duty to stop Kevy from getting into this pit.
The two marksmen are alive. It's a bit scary here, but it's 4v2. Puma, though, dishing out damage.
Nice
dodging
footwork.
that charm as well. Kevi again is going to be the target. They need to kill this jungler. They will. But now Corporal's back and Puma's forced to cleanse away. Jojo with a charm. Max Rage on the Puma. Threads the needle. Beautiful stuff. And an actual factual ace for EG. They're going to give them the Baron, or maybe they want to go down mid. They'll go back to Baron, though.
Pick after pick after pick for EG. They just stay on that Baron, keep forcing Order to face check, and just so many tools for turning off. Jojo Pune having his ultimate, the Leona, the Xin Zhao. They kept finding people one after another until finally the Baron will be free for them to take.
Almost there too, Mark. 24. The final few pages of Ulysses.
You get into that kind of soul flip situation where maybe Order can walk away with that, but because the Baron gets under their control, that means there's no objective to cross map with. That also means that you have the price.
In the grave smoke screen.
He was like, I'm probably gonna die if I don't do this.
A good play there. EG though just waltzing on in. Jojo with the mid wave already curated. EG ripping through that bottom inhibitor tower, and it just falls. Order, maybe one last play left in them. Gonna have to find something here because EG, an unrelenting siege here right now.
Yep, their comp has one thing that does, goes in team fights, and they're going to need to pull the trigger eventually here around one of these turrets. Not bad to do it against one of these side lane ones where they have the wall a little bit harder for them to kite. Also gives Poppy a few more angles potentially, but in the meantime, Impact's just kind of being left alone. It's like a bit of a 4-1 here where he just does so much damage on his own at 6-1 and 7 that Impact can be the kind of objective taker, the structure destroyer, while the 4-man sits a little bit away from him.
Yep. The structure snipper.
Ooh, there you go.
Does take it
The
in mid.
sculptor.
Going back through. Inspired again, keeping them away. Impact even going aggressive. Oh my goodness, Quen W is a good ability. Just immutes through the Nautilus hook that's incoming. And EG with a lot of time left on this Baron still. 40 seconds to shove in and try and take out this Nexus.
Yep, just controlling these two waves. They have no wave in the top lane. Looks like they want it
Oh,
now.
Jojo, big play! They found it onto Puma. A very nice one round there. As EG will find the final fight they need. Jojo will finish his reading. Another charm's gonna land. And EG will take the ace and their first game of MSI 2022.
First international win for the young guns from North America. They picked that one up. Inspired, Vulcan Impact, they've been here before. They Berserker and Insane Hook.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Harp was doing.
Yeah.
he stood out very clearly on the Renata champion. And the Volibear, one of the third most played for Beam.
He's gonna get spotted by a ward. Hazmed knows. Might have to flash here. Stun charging up. Hazmed gonna wait. Actually still gonna get stunned and flipped around. It's too late. Flashes and still gets first blooded.
Oh, very greedy by Hazmed there, trying to outplay the
That's here. As Unicorn's gonna have to back away, but here comes topside. No ulti needed, already just popping the gold card there. And here comes Silas, and it's too late. Froggy now in the wrong way as they're saving it with the flip. And Viego's gonna find the double kill.
Oh boy, DFM crushing early on. This is why a lot of people, despite them being a pool 4 seed, expected them to get second in the group. Their top side of the map is just so strong. Evie, Steel, and Yarong comboing together to get those 2 kills. Super clean execution. Saigon doing what they can in ratioed Diego ultimate, but you won't get resets because you can't take possessions.
And there's the real Yarong to debate. Ulti, very nice Q. Get the double knock of it. Evie this time's gonna have him in the blender as he gets yet another kill in top lane.
Nice turret trading there. Yarong as the TF, more of the support. He grabs the turret aggro first. Are really good at, a lot of players are really good at champions, and they, from the minor regions, can go toe-to-toe in lane phases. And it's these kinds of situations that get outplayed.
Oh, that's a bubble and a half out of Taki, but the counterplay is there. The wave comes through, but Yaharong just goes ahead and grabs Beanjay as the dive was a bit too aggressive.
Playing around the TF. And the 5v5, hold on.
Heaven Frost popped after the dash on in, gets the chain. Exhaust burnt there by Yaharong, does have that swapped over with the spellbook. Steals here as well, but Psycho Buffalo collapsing. Good flash there from the Twisted Fate, but he's out of there and he does get out safely. Nicely done there.
Yarong, nice bait.
Shogun 2-0. Picked up a bit of extra gold as well, I believe, off the back of Steel. And Beanjay's gonna go ahead, give Saigon Buffalo Dragon number 2. Things looking up.
Yeah, looking really good. Second Dragon. There is the...
He's gonna give Dead FM kind of the lead that they lost after that little bit of counterplay. But it's not a big lead, right? This game is still very close.
No, not a huge lead, but it is one of those games where the gold has been funneled very hard to certain people.
Yep.
DFM's there for my crazy Devil May Cry play. She's literally inspired by
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. as Psycho Buffalo going to go ahead.
Grab the dragon themselves. DFM know this. They've grouped up a little bit earlier on, moved into this river already, and are trying to make a play.
Yep, it is bottom side, but they are going to duel the Twisted Fate ultis, and the gold card comes at the perfect time. The Stasis is going to buy some precious seconds, but it's not going to be enough for Froggy. Gets put into the Vitamix by Evie, and that will be a kill for Dead FM.
Big mistake there. Saigon still make that play in the mid lane, dropping the Rift Throw and grab that turret, trying to grab their second one. Might be able to get it with a little bit of tanking, though. It's a little sketchy.
Looking good there.
Should get 2 turrets for that play, but during this time, DFM are going to be on the Dragon. That's why they have the time to actually hang around here and get this, but it does mess up the Dragon stacking. So big mistake by Froggy there, getting caught out by the global map mobility of DFM. Focus on continuing to just build damage.
Is that team fight time? Froggy actually stealing Renata ulti. There he goes, he's going to let it rip. Unipom just blocks it, says, nah, I'm good with that.
Look like, oh, hold on.
Oh, that's a big culling though. Unipon now, no W left. It might have been a bait. It looks like Genius as Shogun just takes out Unipon.
100-0 as soon as the wall was down. Unipon knows there's no way to stop that culling, just follows up on him and obliterates him. And with Unipon down, Saigon are looking for the Baron.
I gotta say that was intentional. Very nicely done for Saigon Buffalo. Using their little windows there to punish and give themselves a 5v4 for this Baron. And they are steamrolling the health of this objective, but Dead FM are going in. They need to make something happen. They dodged the tidal wave. The Baron taking a little less damage now. And Evie's a big threat, but Froggy steals another ulti. Now he's got Urgot ulti at the ready. BJ's gonna go in there. They're gonna try and get him, and they do take down the Urgot, but Evie lives with the Renata W. Still dies on the other end of it, and now they're back to Baron.
Back to Baron at 4,000, has not healed up. They're gonna be able to grab this one. Steel's trying to get in.
He's got it. He's got the smite ready. He can go for it. It's just going to be a flip. Seal's going to go. He can't get it. Shogun shuts it down. Yaharong is trying to make it happen, but the Baron gets taken by the Buffalo. Froggy sets it up for the next kill, and Shogun is going off in these team fights.
Saigon Buffalo, perfect Baron control. Stop damaging it. Kind of abandoning this bot lane turret doesn't work, but where I was going with that was Saigon has been away from international play for so long, 2 years basically without BCS in a region, or an international tournament. The region as a whole was one of the up-and-comers in this team, was starting to make a lot of noise. People were excited, and it felt like they kind of got screwed over a little bit just with COVID and, you know, obliterating everything. So now it's really cool to see them kind of pick back up where they left off as a region. Even this is their second team, you know, Gigabyte Marine's not even here. This is the second seed for them, and already just showing like, hey, you cannot sleep on us. Everyone was saying DFM
quite a bit more frequently. And Dead FM just have to defend. There's no additional siege pressure. It's much harder for this team without the Baron, that's for sure. But Saigon Buffalo just need to contain Dead FM for as long as they can. Yaharong actually eaten by a chain. Shogun dominating is going to get another as Evie's forced to flip out of there.
Yaharong seems like he lost track of where Saigon was, maybe thinking more people had recalled or that they were further into the river, but they got the clean turn.
Ooh, stun, Volibear ulting away, very nice from BJ, trying to bait them in. Evie looking to make the big play. He's going to put him in there as Unipon. He's going absolutely ballistic on the Samira. Husband gets one at the end of it all, but Dead FM find a trade.
2 for 2 overall, but that was, of course, with Yaharong dropping a little bit earlier. Still have to be scared. Shogun is alive. He's very, very terrifying. But a nice play by Evie there to stop this pressure in the top side, it seems like.
Yeah, Dead FM needed to do something. They needed to kick them away, get some gold back for themselves, and they have at least bought a little bit of time. Maybe more than that. TF ulti. TP up top as well. Yaharong here. Going for it there, finds the gold card. Froggy tries to buffer in, gets ever frosted. Unipon going back through. Harp here as well, trying to lock them up. Shogun so threatening. Unipon, I think we'll be able to get one, but Froggy's pretty swift. Dashes out of the way, flashes out to safety. Bubble's going to protect him. Yaharong can't find the follow-up. And Saigon Buffalo has scored Froggy out of there.
Uh-oh, another TP coming in. Patient, we're not slowing down.
Counter TF ulti Froggy. Here we go, wrap around flank. Carp flushing in, looks for the handshake. Froggy dashes out of there. Shogun gonna go godlike there, grabbing one. Looks for the second. Tidal wave to disrupt, but Evie has found the critical kill. Shutting down the Lucian as Hazmat wraps around as well, but Dead FM, they've already got a second. Unipon starting to come alive alongside the Renata, but Froggy back up again. Here's BJ, another kill needed. There's Unipon with the double, going in, Inferno trigger popped, gets another, but BJ's still alive. A triple kill for the now dead Unipon as Dead FM will not stop fighting.
It's so frustrating. This is the problem with Lucian, is that there's just so many tools for DFM to stop him if there's not a great wall in front of him.
Yep. Unipon did pop the W. blocks the incoming Lucian ulti. Shogun didn't get that much damage done. Mostly Evie hit, but now the tidal wave in. They've stolen the ulti again. There's Froggy with the kill. Evie gonna live for a little while longer, but it's not gonna matter. Renata Glass W cannot keep him alive, and Saigon Buffalo found a 5v4 with the Baron up.
Yeah, this is not the tanky Urgot of old. You can actually hop on top of him, finish him off. There's no stone plate or anything, I don't think so. Very easy for them to find that kill when he's caught out of position, and the meat grinder that this Silas is taking away is just adding this extra layer of lethality to make sure they can actually finish him off.
And Detonation Focus Move decided, perhaps rightfully so, that there's nothing they can do about that Baron, so they're going to leave it alone. Yaharong ulted to the bottom lane to try and take down a tower. It is worth a little bit of extra money thanks to the objective bounty. But the Cloud Soul is now up and available, and Saigon Buffalo are going to run straight to the objective.
Yeah, DFM are going to have to seed this one. I don't think it's worth Steel trying to ult over into the pit and get it. So from here, Saigon will be able to set up. They want to start taking inhibitors, ideally. Have the map start working for you.
Don't in place by Harp, as Dead FM know what's coming. Need to protect their inhibitor towers if they can, but it's a very tall ask with a minute 30 left on this Baron.
Yeah, interesting to see them prioritize the top inner rather than trying to work on the inhibitor turrets. They will be able to grab this one in a second.
Dead FM have also shown they maybe want to fight as well, but Harp is face tanking that calling. The tidal wave comes in. Harp's going for it. Harp's gonna live. We're gonna have to go back to base, and the Renata Glass ulti is gonna zone them away. And Saigon Buffalo back down towards this mid-section of the map. Elder Dragon up in 2 minutes 30, but the game might end earlier if the teams want to scrap right now. Froggy, I think, just running interference.
Yeah, trying to distract them from the mid lane push that's going down, try and grab this turret. Not able to get it quite yet.
Do keep it alive, and now Evie on the front line. Shogun looking vulnerable, but he's very tricky to pin down. Steel tries to find the play, but he doesn't get it. Shogun lets it rip, takes down Steel, and now BJ in there just stunning up on Evie, who's going to have to flip out to safety.
Sick flash by Taki there to get away from Steel. Steel wanted to predictive flash it, and Taki was already like, nope, I am making sure this is not hitting me. That allows the turn to come through very cleanly, finish off Steel. And with Viego dead, it feels like Saigon Buffalo are finally going to be able to run over the base. Will they pull back? Most likely not. Try and end here.
Waves in the right places here, thanks to all the pressure that Saigon Buffalo had on the map. So 2 inhibs down, they're not done. The bubble connects. Froggy with the Everfrost. Great bit of stasis there. BJ going on in. Gets berserked. What an ulti! Harp ripping through the team with Renata Glass hostile takeover. But I don't know if it's enough. They have killed Shogun. Husband's gonna die, and Dead FM will defend.
Saigon Buffalo overstepped their setup for these respawning objectives.
34 minutes in, and Saigon Buffalo's mid-outer tower finally falls down.
I told you the Rift Herald was important, Pastry.
Yeah, you weren't wrong. It's a very nice quick Baron here with Saigon Buffalo. Elder Dragon's on it for 15 seconds. They're just going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, the TF ulti can see them, but they grab the Baron, and now what do you do?
Yeah, still
your
10
base
seconds.
is so exposed, even with the Elder Dragon going to be up. I mean, Deadfin will be here first, but like, I don't think you can try and take it. They're going to end the game.
Yeah, they don't need to respect this Elder Dragon.
Look at BJ, he's out of there.
It's a one dragon Elder Dragon. You can kind of ignore this and then just leave a couple people to interrupt.
The enemy jungler is going to the enemy base with the Elder Dragon up. He's going to end the game. Dead FM with the Elder Dragon, I guess. Taki going in, the damage is good. He's taking out turrets. BJ's just going for it. I don't think Dead FM can do anything. They might get the Elder, but he's just going for it now. Unipom back, but he can't fight this out. He's gonna die. The next is open. The Elder Dragon goes down. Sure, Steel got it, but Saigon Buffalo, that's it. They end the game.
Saigon Buffalo do not care about the Elder Dragon. They give that one away to DFM and just go to the base to end it.
From the Gwen and the Wukong, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. That's a kindred.
I actually think that this is going to be the Wukong bot lane. We saw it a little bit before in LCK, especially leading over into Worlds. They've been picking it up a little bit, but that help. But we're looking at a potential dive here in the top side.
Yeah, they don't even need 6. They need level 3. They just need full access to QWE, and they're going to look to try and make this one work. You can see Lonely is feeling just that as he tries to make this one work, but it is first blood to Faker. It's just so clean.
I mean, this is...
It's a bit too far forward. You can see them over there. I feel like they're kind of telegraphing this a little bit with the Squire's Bloom. Say, oh, never mind. We're going to go in straight away. We're going to force the flash out from straight as he tries to get away. The owner flashes in after him and picks up a kill. The heal has been used, but it was a little bit too late from 5kid. And now he has to try and pick up this wave by himself.
Yeah, Dimitri trying to see if he can get the counterplay on the top side, but Faker already moving up here to cover this.
And they're already covering it as well. There's no level 6 here from Dimitri. He's going to be a bit of a 2v1 right now for Zeus. He's got that needlework doing work. They try to get on top of him. He still won't go down. The charm misses, but it does not matter because it's the Spirit Rush. One more auto attack gives him the resets as well. Lonely will be forced to flash, but it does not matter for the O.
And this is something that Faker's been so good at across the LCK. Faker's all right at League of Legends.
I don't know. I think that's a bit of a controversial statement to say, man. I don't want to get cancelled for saying something like that, you know.
Fair.
Well, we're gonna see another engage, but Owner's already here. This is gonna be a 2v2. Zeus is getting jumped on here, but they've already got the Kindred there. They do have the perfect timing with the Lamb's respite, and they turn it back. My God!
And the healing that comes through from Zeus with the ultimate as well. That was just nasty. And do we get more on the bot side here?
I mean, this is getting tough to watch right now, Dag. The A's just don't have a hope and a prayer. For the first time, Alone is on the map. I see him and he just died. This could be basically an ace right now. You're going to see 5Kid trying to go for a 5-head play. Has to flash. Will keep his life. But, dude, that's not your bot lane. You got to leave.
Look, I'm not going to lie. We might be looking at the first perfect game from MSI's. 5Kid, no! What? Yeah.
He had a 5-head play into a 2-head. Favor of Keria. He's never going to be under kill pressure, and he has his own. And they sneak in, get over the top. Owner gets himself that kill, and they delete Dimitri from the map. Keria is going to try and flash away and keep himself alive. He's going to be the first one to fall.
Oh, no!
Oh my God. Okay, Straight does eventually take him down, but that almost looked very bad.
I mean, that is very bad. You think you got Keria, but having that clone available just manages to skedaddle away from the damage, and now Alone's in trouble.
He's alone in name and in nature, because there's just nowhere for him to go, nothing for him to see.
Ooh, Keria ruined her perfect game.
Yeah,
buddy.
Come on, Keria, let inside. I don't know. Look at the items on the left-hand side of the screen. Now look at the items on the right-hand side of the screen. It's not even close.
I mean, basic mythics complete across. I mean, at least the turret plates are helping to keep these terrors healthy for a little bit, right? So we won't be in any 16-minute games, but I mean, Zay's already in the top side. Owner looking for Lonely.
I mean, he's going to put
one side.
Yeah, they're going to try and get 2 fronts now, and they're going to be able to get the ultimate out of Dimitri, but he's just got nothing there. They get the Cyclone down. 5K trying to just run away. He's been ignited. Faker smells blood as Owner, who was 1v2ing, ends up actually falling down, and Zeus, or Zeus, excuse me, picking himself back off that one, not trying to get the resets down, and actually now Straight trying to see if he can survive, but it's all inevitable. He will fall down, and that's going to be more turrets, more gold. It is nearly 10,000 gold.
Hey, look, we haven't had dragon stacking from T1, so at least it'll take them a little bit longer before they close at this game. But maybe, but with the way T1 are moving around the map right now, I mean, you push mid, you rotate up onto the top side if you want, or you just kill Alone.
You just kill him. You land the Everfrost. Where's he going to go? Absolutely nowhere, and that's going to be all the damage. And interesting enough that you bring up the lack of dragon stacking, shall we say, from T1, because when we were looking into them and how they play in the regular season, they just don't prioritize that objective. I guess Keria is going to try and just 1v2, but they can't go near her.
Into League of Legends through her TCL love and just take her away, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to see Faker. He's done with this game. Flashing forward, getting the charm. They even have the ultimate from the Senate to come in. Shelly's still going. They're looking for the dancing Shelly. That's what they want. They're looking for it. They're going to try and kill her off. No! Shelly has died, as has Dimitri. And this is just going to be an easy walk-in for Keria.
He walked it in. He did walk it in.
By definition, just walked it in, but it does not matter. This game in 18 minutes and just above it is going to be done and dusted.
I mean, domination from start to finish. A starting to respawn. Do they win the
I found something.
Terrible puns. Yeah. That's what we have to look forward to.
Freak would be proud. Yeah. I learned from the best. But yeah, this is just T. And honestly, it's hard not to be impressed by T1. It's like, and I think this is a genuine thing. It's like, look, you can speculate, you can see different things as Faker goes in, does Faker things, and he's just going to be able to get the kill again. But incredibly impressive just to see how clean, clinical, cold-hearted they can be, and you just cannot miss them. Because again, I don't believe there was any egregious mistakes from A's this game. They just got diffed, full stop.
But that's why, like, genuinely for like some of the top teams like G2, RNG, like I think T1's early game is terrifying.
Monstrous.
They do this against everyone as Owner will find the 1v1.
Here we go, 1v1 versus the junglers. It's very close, but not close enough. Dimitri, you got your wish. but Owner shall strike you down.
Yeah, he got collected, but I mean, realistically, like RNG, we saw in finals, really struggled in the early game against top esports. G2 as well, not the best of teams in the early game. It's more their mid game / objective setup. So for T1, you can see what they can do with these early leads, and I think that's why so many people are terrified.
Here we go. The Vex finally getting in with a Shadow Surge, but you are all alone right now, and that's just going to be another easy kill. 3-22, 2 dragons, but as we established earlier, T1 do not care about dragons. They do, however, care about gold, and they've got a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, 2 inhibitors down at the 20-minute mark, making it 3 on the way. I mean, there's so much gold that you can take from this, but this is, you're just going to get drowned in super creeps.
Here we go, Keria, round 3. Does he die once more? It's the question. Is Dimitri maybe going to try and look for it here? Flash away there by Lonely as he ends up seeing straight fall right before his eyes. Dimitri and Lonely running back to their base, but not even your fountain is saved. And that is going to be the shortest game at MSI 2022 so far.
Was a stop.
See, I'm looking at Istanbul Wildcats right now. They are reset city right now. Tristana, Viego, the Ari, you are getting 1 kill in a fight. You are going to snowball ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be not getting dove underneath this tower because, I mean, this is a really strong composition for diving. You're going to trade both sides.
I mean, they're going to put Grevtar up here as well. He's only level 5, but he's got himself the Predator. They're going to try and jump in onto the Mordekaiser before he hits level 6 and knock him down. Jojo tanking up the turret, but he finally gets himself out. Farah gets exhausted. It's first blood already over to the side of the red cannons, but they will trade it back. That took an awful long time to set. Side of Istanbul Wildcats, it's going to be the Rift Herald as well as the Dragon, unless the red cannons feel like they can contest it. Smite comes in, double knockup as we get the smash. Pulverize coming in. They're going to try and trade this one back. Holy Phoenix trying to see if he can save his support, but it was all for naught. They don't know exactly.
Such a good point for them.
Well, we are going to see the Rift Herald being started by Aegis. He's going to try and just get himself over the wall real quick, but a full-on engage going to be coming in. The Galio ult has been committed as well. There's going to be the Mordekaiser isolating out Jojo. Not really the target you want as Saren's off on the backside of this. It's kind of 2 fights right now. Starscream picks up his bounty. He gets all those extra nummy stats, and then they can continue the fight. Istanbul Wildcats, despite them losing their jungler, still come out on top. And fight us right now. You don't have your big ultimates. You don't have the hero's entrance, and you don't have the Hextech ultimatum.
You don't have the Jhin. Jhin is up on the top side, whereas all members of Istanbul Wild, the Infinity Edge, like, Holy Phoenix is going to be huge. And we already kind of talked about the ability to carry on these fights so well with the reset between, you know, the ults coming through from the Ari, the Viego, and just the jump resets for the Tristana. Like, it feels like you just never escape as right cannons if you end up in these fights.
And the thing is, yeah, you got the second Rift Herald, but there's no plate, so you need to get a tower out of that in order to equal out any kind of real significant advantage. And now that you've seen the red cannons go bot lane, you can rotate mid.
But red cannons are trying to collapse on this. Grevtar is sacking that top wave to see if he can jump onto Istanbul Wildcats.
Here we go. They're going to do just that. There's the Hextech ultimatum coming in. They're going to have the ultimate as well. And that is Holy Phoenix deleted. Nothing he can do. Starscream goes into the Death Realm, trying to take down Guigo as he's doing his very, very best. The charm will land there onto the Galio, but he comes back out and immediately gets deleted out of the distance. Out of nowhere, Red just called the play.
And that's exactly. Rift Herald is on bot side. You gotta have at least another member here for Istanbul Wildcats to try and push against this as 3 members go towards the mid lane.
Yeah, you got Shelly coming down. Very disappointed that she did not get her head bop off, so she's going to go and try again. But this is a bit of a trade on the map right now, and that's going to mean you're going to see a full engage coming out. There's the Hextech ultimatum. As Ferda is the target, they will blow him up, and he will be taken out. That's going to be 2 turrets taken. They still have Shelly. They can crack open the base.
And you still haven't got the resets coming through. They're a little bit late, so they are going to be able to crack this open, and it's just cresting the 20-minute mark. So this is bot side inhibitor going down when you have Baron on the cards.
They have Baron on the cards. Starscream has to go into his ultimate to Death Realm to try and just keep himself alive, but he's losing this 1v1. And there's a TP coming in as well. Flash from Starscream, but he's already dead. Now, the inhibitor is being focused, and you have 3 versus 5. Red, they take a very early inhibitor. I thought with the TP they might have gotten a little bit more feisty, but they take it a bit better right now, and they're going to be able to start creating opportunities and movements around these dragons and objectives.
And oh, hang on.
Oh, they're going to go in. They're going to see if they can make Grevtar work for this one here. He goes golden after looking a little bit foolish and forcing Jojo to try and maybe help him out. He's now going to try and return the favor, and this is just all a little bit scrappy, a little bit messy, but at the end of it, no one goes down just yet. We are going to have the heal coming out from Chichan as Aegis is just saying, hey guys, I'm taking the dragon, don't worry about it, but now he's a part of this fight. They will turn this one back around, but it's going to be a trade of supports, and now the fight's getting so all over the place. The shutdown comes down onto the gym, but it will be traded back straight away. Guigo on the top side, Grevtar trying to just coerce everyone here, but a charm lands. This fight is still going, Dagda. There's the Death Realm coming back into this. Aegis has nowhere to go, and finally, it's still Istanbul Wildcats.
It was really messy from Red to start it off, though. Cannons try to jump in. They end up blowing the key ultimates too early, and Istanbul Wildcats correctly recognize that. They play it slow, they keep Holy Phoenix safe, and they're able to...
It just felt like, again, Grevtar just getting a little bit over hypey and then not really knowing how to like cover himself. But we're going to go straight back into the action as he gets the taunt down onto the Nautilus, and he's taken down. That's a good two-man Everfrost to try and get the charm down onto this Gallia, who eventually has a Zonya's back up. Starscream TP's in. Is he going to try and help out his team? It's a 1-for-1. Guigo goes in. Holy Phoenix goes golden as he tries to keep himself alive, but he gets sniped down from the curtain call, and it's all around the place. But at the end,
You are kind of looking at Guigo having those 2 items completed. He's now threatened side. They have Tempo and Seren.
they go in, but he does not land the hook. The charm does go down. They're going to have a TP coming off the back of this. Is it going to be Grevtar around the side to try and maybe make this work with the Predator to wins a war? Didn't actually clip him. It was just Aegis with his red buff able to pick up that kill, and this is so
Map as well. It is completely dark for Istanbul Wildcats. They can't go and face check this.
No, they're going to have to try, though. You can see even with the invisibility, Jojo gets hooked up as he tries to make it engage. You've got Guigo going on the backside, but it's going to be a gold far-fetched to stop it. There's the Death Realm there, and you have no longer got a Camille, but you're in a little bit of a trouble here, Starscream. You're going to come back out into the real world, but just before he does, everyone piles in, and he goes golden. It's a double kill for the Viego as they're starting to really ramp up this fight. They're getting the reset, and they are slaughtering the Red Cannons. It's a full, clean ace for the Istanbul Wildcats, and that could just be the game.
It's Reset City, and Istanbul Wildcats are standing tall in the fight. 5 members still pushing in this mid lane, and I think you're right, Oshin. Look at the death timers. Istanbul Wildcats have done us.
All it takes is one good fight, and it was absolute perfection. The TCL continue to have a fantastic record in going up against the CV LOL, and they will take down the Nexus and pick up their first win of MSI 2022.
And you can see how well Istanbul Wildcats were able to set themselves up in these fights. Starscream instantly ulting the Camille, taking away that combo that the entire Red Cannons were trying to work around with the Camille.
Something from there, and if you can catch the Xayah and what I assume is going to be the Gwen locked in here, you could have a fantastic time in your team fight. But PSG do end up locking it in, so they've got 2 fantastic.
Find a little bit more of a blow on towards Juhan.
I mean, you got the early priority in mid, you've got a priority in bot. Gotta be careful though. Blue will go over, Wade's gonna be flashed on, knocked up, double stunned. We're gonna see now Mig going to stand behind me as he tries to jump over the wall, and that's gonna be the Vex taken out. Xiaohu was in tow, and he knew exactly where he needed to be. Now Juhan, he's trying to see if he can get away from this, but the concussive blows make that very, very difficult. You gotta go to a doctor, my son, because your head's been cracked open.
And the Triumph comes in for Wade, so he stays up, and now PSG all hit that point. That's when they're super strong. That's where they're able to play towards neutrals, but that's also where PSG are at their biggest strength. Because when you look at like the way that they actually played back home in the PCS, it was all a quickly take over. Problem though is that 23 CS leading the top side, Bin having full push, a plate to himself as well, and Rift Herald.
Oh, they're going straight down to Xiaohu, who's going to have the Spirit Rush to get himself out, has to use the flash as well. The Rift Herald was taken by Wei, and now Juhan's in a little bit of a bad situation. He needs to flash away, but he's been met and equaled by the side of RNG's Wei, and that's going to be Ming picking up a kill. Now they can flash in, they're going to try and get Bin up to his Mega Nard. They try and take down Xiaohu, finally he falls. The ultimate from Unified alongside the heal as Ming now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try and get the concussive blows down to try and save the rest of his team. While this is all happening, it's just Bin getting right up to Mega. They jump right down. It's the big beefy boys trying to make it work, but he snipes someone out. No, he cannot. PSG find a fight
For Unified here to try and follow up.
Oh, Bin and Wade trying to make this one work. TP going to be coming in, and it's going to be the Volibear taken very low and taken out. This is regular season.
Pretty much any neutral that is spawned on the map, and we're seeing it again here, right? Already getting that early Rift Herald for themselves. I mean, you look at their Drake control back home, it's second in the league at control.
Well, this will be 4 for 4 in the early game if they're able to secure it, but you can see PSG Talon trying to make sure that they don't give this one up for free. Now Bay in a little bit of trouble here. Charm goes wide, but the Glaze official does not. They're going to be able to increase the engage with the quickness and then come back in on top of this. It's a trade of support, though, for your mid laner. You take that as RNG. You will get the Heartbreaker out. Kaiwing has to flash away. They've also committed a TP. That's going to be the Gwen with Ghost and Ultimate coming back into this fight. But look at the poke coming out from Gala right now. These Mystic shots are just doing so much work. You can't re-engage.
And now, RNG have just found their way in onto the tower as well. I mean, there's nobody here to defend it because PSG have taken far too much damage. Rift Tower will go down, means he can actually get the charge onto the second turret here as well. Tower will be traded for Unified in the bot lane, but, you know, 2 for 1 already with Tower, as he's saying, top side also under threat.
This is just, it looks scrappy from RNG, and it is, but then you look at the gold, and they're just catapulting everything ahead.
But this is why they were able to
reminiscing days of spring 2022. You can see now Juhan trying to see if he can catch out Wei, but no one really going to go for this. And this is a Hex Dragon Soul. So there's some creative ways you can go for this, but they're going to have the charm. The Glacier Fisher comes out, and that's going to be Juhan dead straight away. TP coming in, that's going to be the Mega Gnar coming off of this one. I think it's straight in on top of the fight. The Gwen tries to make something work, but it's just not good enough. There was a TP from Bay, but it wasn't anywhere near the fight.
Yeah, Bay says, hey, it quickly dips out of the back of that fight. He wanted nothing to do with it. But that's what we're talking about, right? You can see RNG where the engage comes through from PSG. They kind of scatter across the board. Xiaohu backs away. Wei ults over the wall. They split up from the initial burst damage from PSG, and then they can start to readjust themselves in the fight with Bing coming through. Now you're on third dragon. You've already got really good control. We're only 18 minutes into the game. They just get to here, push this in. Bin's TP will be back up in time for the dragon, so he can always go up after they get this tower reset, move into this top side, keep pressure on towards the tier 2, and you don't really feel the pressure as RNG to quickly start this, right? Because you have complete control of the map.
Here we go, Shadow Surge lands on the Gala, he gets feared, he gets taken down, the turret was taken in the meantime. We're going to see now Juhan cannot get any more reset. There's Bin on the backside of this with some good feathers from Unified, but a 3-man into the wall. Bin almost turns it back around, but it's too many resets, too much damage, and Gwen is immune as PSG finally find them a fight.
That was huge from Bay, being able to find that ultimate, sneaking on towards Gala and demolish the main source of damage from Or, who able to poke, Ming able to slow you down, Bin even threatened with the Mega Gnar, and then the dragon's already gone.
It's already gone, you've already too late to find it. That's going to be Hex Soul, and they got the slow and the damage coming down. There's a great Glacial Fisher right up the middle of that choke point, and everything's already been used by PSG to try and get away. You don't have any more tools to fight. You have to use them to survive. Double kill going to Xiaohu on this Ahri, and you gotta feel like that's gonna be the final nail in the coffin.
I mean, it's Soul, it's gonna be Baron as well as RNG start to move over, and PSG, they tried their damnedest being able to get that one nice fight in bot side, but it just isn't going to be enough. RNG again looking to push themselves to 2-0 at the end of our second day.
I've got the Baron, they'll reset. Of course, we'll see a replay of that fight, I'm sure, as well. But this is just going to be a formality at this point for RNG. And again, PSG, at least they showed life. I see some great stuff coming in as well for Ashai. This guy was looking pretty damn good on this Gwen and isn't quite done with it just yet. RNG just being RNG. Yes, the early game kind of sucked, but it didn't matter. Unless you get caught out like here, but Wade's got himself a stopwatch, and he's going to be able to turn it back around. This time, though, you ain't got your team, Juhan, to keep you alive. With the Hex Tech Soul, they're slowing everyone down, and yeah, you had to go for something. Honestly, PSG Talon, I admire the effort.
Yeah, I mean, look, you see some teams who would just kind of try and turtle, sit back in their base and not do a huge amount, but you got to try and do something in these positions. Maybe you can find some picks, maybe you can slow it down, but already 3,000 gold on the Red Bull Baron power play, the turrets are starting to fall, and you don't even have Juhan up for another 15 seconds.
Yep, and you're getting assaulted in mid and in top. You will lose the inhibitor in top side. You may even lose your Gwen in the mid lane as he goes forward. Xiaohu knows how that W works, and the Gwen is no longer immune. Now Xiaohu wants a little bit more blood. We're going to see them trying, just honestly saying, look, you're evicted. Get out of your house. You don't live here anymore.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side of the map. PSG look like they're trying to siege up, but RNG are like, no, you're not allowed in here anymore. And now with the top lane inhibitor going down, mid soon to follow, the base is in shambles for PSG Talon.
Still got Baron buff up for another 50 seconds. You've got minion waves in mid and top. It looks, and yeah, they're just going to be able to use the Hex Rift to get themselves pushed down bot side. And yeah, PSG, you got to go for a final stand at some point.
I mean, I think that might have fallen already, but their base is starting to go. They can't really hold on to this.
Oh my
Jesus!
That is one Mystic shot. Unified has to go into his ultimate. We do see the Arcane Barrage coming across the side of the team, but now with triple in him, a little bit of minions left for them as well. Gala is feeling confident. Gala is feeling good, and we're going to see the final fight coming out for PSG. Can they delay this fight? As we can see the Shadow Surge all the way out into the backside, but the charm was good as Bay finally takes down Gala. They are trying to get the resets going here, and Juhan's doing some very good work and keeping himself alive. They can't get the Vex out though, and eventually it was a valiant effort. They will end up having to back away, and I don't think they can survive much longer.
No, that is going to be it. RNG at the end of day 2 are going to hit that 2-0.
Oh, we've got to wait for 2 seconds right now because these health bars are a little bit low. Never mind, they're going to get the push in on top of this one now. The Flash, the Charm, the only person who could have done any possible damage is dead. RNG 2-0, PSG 0-2 at the end of day 2.
Yeah, and you can see it there, right? The difference between RNG's early game versus Orange.